those names we mentioned at the start, a very strong, very confident player, very confident on that McCree. And Bun and Zira, again, together, the two of them. The two contenders, Trials DPS by Zero on the outside edge with that McCree. Bun once more in on the action, and it's the Bun Zero show continuing in full. Put a stinger on it as well. Bun 2 with the pulse bomb. Four times now, I think, that Zera has caught Adbon out early, but finally some kills starting to come back the other way. The grab coming in, the Primal Rage into the grab, the Gravitics out almost immediately after it. Flawless doing a really good job with that Primal to force this point open, and even a duel there on the outside edge, but the High Noon does come out early from Zero. Looking, oh no, Bun gets Adbon, wins that duel that they were fighting over there on the flank. Thrifty Grain gets in on the action as well, and they'll just take this point and hold on to it. After Stories Diva right there, and Term goes rolling off the edge of the map.
Doesn't appear having two off tanks really is seeming to phase them that much. Flawless and Adbon will get touches, but probably not for very long, and this should be a good cap for them.
Will go down, and Flawless gets one.
Flawless
that's
gets
just
two.
Team deathmatch for a moment there on the point, and at the end of the day, the team that's mostly left standing are the Chengdu Chads. It does get caught out, even as I say it, eventually run down. Not very happy about that, as all Genie again gets taken out by Geode. The Flux does come in, and Adbon earning a little bit of redemption there with a great tire. Went for it, in his own words, couldn't quite make it stick. Genie, though, actually cleaning up here. Opie helping out a little bit as well. The team will just push forward onto the point, and there's really no one to stop him. Geode dies again before really making any meaningful impact, fight having already been taken out. Really no stopping from either side. They're just going forward here, Hedwig. They do not want to quit. I'll give you that.
I mean, they're insistent. The problem is Flawless is going to come back with his ultimate. It's really not going to be able to do much. And Term dies when he's 80% to his blade. Flawless can't even touch. He got booped away from the point. Oh, no. He got triple booped, rocked, and then discorded, and then thrown off the side of something.
Yeah, I've been on the rotate, but yeah, no, they had definitely been destroying him. He's now typing reconfiguration noises in the chat, and he dies almost immediately to Zera. Bun getting a kill as well. Again, the DPS line so solid here. Cap, what are you doing? The card, the sound barrier comes out right there, I guess, just to try and help him through this fight. Genie pops Transcendence. That'll lead into a Gravitic as well. Adbon caught in midair. Adbon smacked into the ground, and the cleanup there from Opie. That'll just cause the fallback. Term look like he's gonna drop down.
Oh my god, Client can get this.
Oh no, somebody's gotta notice. Somebody's gotta notice. Where is it? There it is. Okay, they're all starting to collapse back on it now.
Genie barely got there though.
That was real close. Term pushing forward. I think the hook there from Thrifty was meant for Term. Didn't quite get him. There's a cloned Reinhardt in the midst of all this. Zera swinging away, swinging for the fences. Bun throws in a pulse bomb because why not at this point in time?
What the hell is happening?
Transcendence did come out there for half a second just to keep the team in that fight, but even as I say that, Genie gets burned down. Zera dives in here at the last second, takes Client out, but it's not enough. It actually looks like they may be able to turn this one around in the meat of the fight. The Gravitic coming out from the other side now. That'll do a little bit of lift. That'll do a little bit of drop. Goodbye, Term. His little robo leg. He pressured almost immediately by Bun. Zera, in the midst of everything, getting some big shots in, gets plucked out of the air by Term, but Term can do nothing but die. Bun there as well to make that stick, and Term. It's an interesting position there for Client on that. The Viking crew cut to Genie right out the door. Zediff in the chat. Genie far away either. Term will still be on this Bastion, of course. Not exactly the team assists coming in. They don't really. Not really able to do much with it.
Like
both
the Sigma pick a lot. If you're gonna be running Ball as the other tank, Sigma kind of is your only option, as he's the only one who has enough survivability. That being said, Flawless dies.
Flawless gets annihilated by Zera.
Zera copies a Zenyatta.
Yeah, again.
Term gets a 3K. Technically a 4K as he. What the? Oh, that shot. Oh, that shot. So
Term gets...
And Bafulifo is still going to have his. Visor's also going to be up. So this is definitely a winnable fight, especially with Opio dying.
Here comes the Visor early on. Afterstory is just going to press aggressively onto the street. Afterstory getting those
I
kicks.
don't like that trans. I mean, no, there's no ultimate on the board right now that really matters.
The supports literally trade right there. Comes out here as well. Zero portals Afterstory brings them down. Minefield now on the point, though. I think just giving him a little bit of space. Thrifty and Bun don't seem to care, though. And actually, Genie will pop Transcendence and use that ult to clear those mines. There's just nothing to be done here. Noot can't stop this roll, and Chengdu Chads will take the win. The Flux comes in here. They're trying to get something out of it. They won't really, honestly, just kind of looking like 4v4 deathmatch with 6 people.
Not killed because Lamp. And Geo tries to go for the 1v1 on Zera, and Zera says no.
And there's a Pulse Bomb in there. Actually takes Zero out of the fight. Adam goes down as well. So some picks finally starting to come in here in favor of Noot. And they'll throw in the Shatter there as well. Opie getting crushed here up in the corner. Tries to go for the heal. Tries to go
got hooked, and then the hook broke.
Opie dies again, actually. There's another one. Immediately, though, Afterstory is shown the door.
Oh, well, I guess his luck ran out as he got hooked that time, and it did end up sticking.
Flawless has the Pulse Bomb.
I don't know if this says more about Noot or Chengdu in the fact that Noot is off-rolling and Chengdu is still on third point of Rialto.
Yeah, they're going forward. Opie there throws in the whole hog. Is actually frozen out of it. Geode, of course, dying again in spectacular fashion. Term dives in, does get a pick on Bun, actually manages to escape. Actually manages to come in and get Zero. That front doorway sort of push. Transcendence now coming out from Genie, keeps the team alive. Shatter comes in, doesn't get much out of that at all. It was a valiant effort by Adam.
Flawless, you were literally just...
Oh boy.
Genie dies because of it!
Oh, Genie does die because of it. Now the touch does come
in.
Wait!
No!
And they're driving this through like a railroad spike.
No, please. No!
But still going in. It's really only Genie who can touch, and Alice is doing real well on this Ashe. That is one thing I can conclusively tell you, ladies and gentlemen. Almost as well as Term is not doing on the other side, but now Azira, he gets all in the room, tries to settle it down, and does not succeed.
The supports decided that, our DPS can't do enough, so why don't we do it? And they actually managed to kill both Mercy, and you still managed to full cap. That should tell you something.
Bun, Thrifty, both coming in there with big picks, but it's Opie there on that Sigma, trying to hold the front line. I'm not sure how Zera got caught out by Adbon there, surging across the front of the Continuing to rack up kills on this Ashe. Geode actually trying to take that duel with
and Adbon pins Genie.
Ashe again does not work out. Adbon does pin Genie, but pays for that pin with their life as Flawless is
solo beat. Okay. Whoever manages to edit this, if it's rydkos, because rydkos knows me the best when it comes to my casting, he can probably tell my soul is just getting shattered minute by minute. Yeah. Flawless pulls 2. How? I don't know. He does. And literally, he walked out and it ended.
He mocks me. That's okay. Bun does just spin around and blast Term into oblivion. That's a big EMP. 4 caught up in that. Can they make something happen with it?
Probably not.
Magic 8 Ball says no. And Bun actually point blanks there with the high noon. Doesn't really do much with it, but they'll push it right through. 50 there as they tried to transition off the high ground. Did not go well. The cart continuing to roll here. Term on the Bastion from the high ground. The typical Bastion high ground hold here on the Rialto attack. The Bastion away, but it's Bun with the high noon there. Another kind of point blank high noon doesn't get much. Now the Griminic comes in. Zero deflects the tank ult back into Term's face, but it's Buffalo and Adbon. That not tank combo there that's actually cleared this point quite decisively, pushed this forward. This comes out now, I think just trying to escort them through up to the window. Opie will go down, and the blade comes out from Zero, and Zero gets 1, gets 2, gets 3, gets 4. Zero the Genji clears the point in a decisive fashion.
But, not enough to make a difference. But Thrifty Grain finally falls, playing hyper-aggressive there on the ball, is punished by Term on the Bastion. There comes the blade, Zero gets After Story, Zero gets Chio. Go on then, finish it off.
Will they even get a fight? That is the question.
Term's coming up on tank ult. Hopefully he doesn't pop it and spawn. He actually will have a decent position from which to do the tank ult if he so chooses, but it's actually Bun into the Gravitic there, doing the majority of the work. Term on the backside gets 1, and then the map ends. And thus do